Hey, good morning, and how are you guys doing today? I hope amazing. So we're back. We're going to be working further forward in the revisions of the novel we kind of knocked out online over the last few months. And so, of course, it is 5 a.m. I'm going to get chat up and we'll start moving forward. So, on revision 2, just for the record, for any of you guys that are just joining now, right? I'm going to let you know that we're focusing on like the elements of magic, a little bit of the alien stuff, nanites, the AI, atmospherics, and the virus itself. Um, at the point we are in the book, in all honesty, we're just barely coming in contact with the AI, and so that hasn't been developed very much at all. And the magic stuff, we're kind of touching in there. I feel it's going pretty well. Um, I kind of back looked through the story that we've got through revision 2 in process so far. I was pretty happy with it, actually. I mean, it's not perfect yet, but overall, I thought it was pretty good. 1 second. Just trying to make sure chat's all up and everything. Okay, got chat up. I do hope you're all having a great morning. Oh, hey, yeah, I got a new camera, by the way. It's bigger and wider, covers things differently. Also, I just saw that Super T. All and I'll be on Entropia this weekend for sure. Not sure what I think about my new camera. It's much wider and it seems to be a little, well, it's better actually. I think my last camera was like 980 or I don't know, some something. This one's better. It's a better camera. That's what I know. Okay, so let me get focused. I'm kind of needing more coffee in me, honestly, but my mojo is freaking kicking butt. Just gonna tell you that. It's a little bit hot for my coat, though. I was like, I woke up and it was a little chilly, and I thought I was gonna want a coat. No. Okay, Trag sat back down with us. Akio laid the metal box down on the table and opened it, asking, Sam, do you know what this is? My gaze was drawn to it instantly. It was small, a strange metallic substance with no visible connection ports. I could sense a large amount of power it wait. I could sense the large amount of power it contained, which meant it likely had some kind of internal isotope battery. More than that, I felt the ego of the device reaching out for me, and I could feel my technopathic abilities reaching back. I knew that this was wait. I knew what this was. Okay, he does know what it is. Just I'm really not awake. I knew what this was, but it made no sense. I had just said, oh, so I just said what was on my mind. I'm really not awake. Okay, I knew what it was, but it made no sense, so I just said what was on my mind. It's an AI of some sort with an artificial consciousness. Okay, so that's where we left off. That level of technology is impressive. How does it interface? Let's fix that right there, right off the bat, guys. Okay, so now we are right here, and we have to actually figure out what we're saying. Okay. See, Sam, what we have here is. um, I'm trying to think of what I'm saying. By the way, Vital Duck, good morning. I hope you're kicking butt. We really need someone who can access the data. Okay, what are we having? Does anything need even changed here? Interface. We don't have Akio's name yet, right? Oh. Okay, so we're using the name Akio right here. Hey, thank you very much, by the way, Electric Dust. I hope you're having a great day. But honestly, here's the deal. Do you see where we introduced Akio as Akio in here? Let's click this. Let's go to mentions, appearances. Oh, we do. We say, I love to help right here. Boom. Okay, so we've introduced Akio as Akio back there. Okay, so never mind. So watch this. Okay, I noticed a crack in the seriousness on Akio's face. Okay, I think we've got this. Boom. We just covered this, so we don't need that back here. Bang. Look at that. We're getting this. All we have to do is bust through this, and we've got chapter 3 edited. And then we'll be in chapter 4. It'll be awesome. Okay, so let's see. It was far more advanced. See what I'm looking at here? This is not lined up correctly. Okay. It was far more advanced than I. Um, does that even make sense to go like that? Hold on, let's see. I noticed a crack in the seriousness on Akio's face as he smiled, saying, "See, Sam, what we have here is an implanted AI." Wait. Okay. See, Sam, what we have here is an implantable AI system, a back brain one, from the early part of the Great War. We really need someone who can access it, who can access the stored data on it. Okay, that's not the best, but let's just be honest, we're not trying to improve the dialogue right now. We're just attempting to fix things. I feel that that's good, but not great. You know what I mean? Hey, son, how you doing today? Hope you're kicking butt too. I'm having a pretty good morning. My coffee's awesome. Um, we're getting through this slowly. I actually got pretty good sleep. I was pretty happy with that. I'm gonna be honest, in Colorado, it's just this awkward. It's not quite cold enough to where you want to put on your air conditioners at night, right? And it's not quite warm enough that you don't need a blanket. So it's just confusing. It's just like you go to sleep at night and then you're overheated, throwing off blankets, then you're freezing and Then you're pulling them back up. What can you do? Okay, let's see what happens. It was far more advanced than anything I had seen before, and the mystery of it was intriguing me. See, I don't really think that that needs to be there, but maybe it does. I think I'm gonna change the dialogue a little bit. I don't really like this. Okay. I replied, I think I can use my abilities. We're gonna change that. Okay, I replied, it seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities. Mm, Okay, let's see how this goes. It seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities. I think I can establish a near field connection with it. Let's separate that out. I don't know what happened there. That kind of panicked me. One, two. Okay, it was far more advanced than anything I had ever seen before, and the mysteries of it. Ooh. Okay. It was far more advanced than anything I had seen before, and the mysteries contained within the AI intrigued me. I replied, it seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities. Let's just boom. Okay, it seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities. I think I can establish a near field connection to it. What kind of data are you trying to retrieve? That all. I was gonna do 6 revisions, although I actually think that it's gonna be like boring during the last 2 revisions, just to be honest. A lot of people told me I probably only need 4 to 5 revisions, but each revision is working on less stuff. So at this point, here's what my plan is. We're trying to touch the AI, nanite, magic, and atmospheric stuff right now. On our next one, we'll do a full read through, make sure everything has unification so it's like makes sense and all. And then we'll do sentence fixing. Number 4 is more working on the full unification of the story and making sure the experience is correct, and the sentence fixing is more of that too. And then on 5, I was just doing corrections, just to be honest. Like anything I thought I needed fixed left. And then the sixth revision through was literally a revision through where basically if something would be better without something, I was going to remove things. And so the plan right now is 6 revisions, although, in all honesty, I doubt we actually need all 6 revisions. And they'll go faster and faster with each one. Because eventually we'll just be like reading and fixing minor things. You know what I mean? Like, by eventually, I mean really soon. Okay, let's fix this sentence. This says what it says, and we're not in sentence fixing, so maybe we don't need to do that right now, but let's read through this, see if we want to fix something anyway. It was far more advanced than anything I had seen before, and the mystery contained within the mysteries contained within the AI intrigued me. I replied, "It seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities. I think I can establish a near field connection with it." Mm, Okay, let's see if that makes more sense. I replied, "It seems to be." Oh, wait. I replied, "It seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities, so I think our best approach is establishing a near field." Sorry about that. Um, it was far more advanced than anything I had seen before, and the mysteries contained within the AI intrigued me. I replied, "It seems to be sensitive to my technopathic abilities, so I think our best approach is establishing a near field connection to it." What kind of data are you trying to retrieve? Boom. Let's flip this. Okay, we may have fixed something. Oh, I think it's good to be thorough too. And so that's why I was like, oh, you know what? On top of that, when I was watching um Brandon Sanderson, that guy's a pro as crap writer and he does 6 revisions. I'm gonna just be honest. If somebody as professional as that dude revises through his stuff the amount of times he revises through it, I feel that he probably isn't wrong. It probably really does take reading through your own stuff about 6 or so times to catch your own mistakes. And luckily, I have you guys helping me catch things too. But just legitimately, like, I feel if we put this out by revision 4, there'd be all kinds of stuff that I wasn't very happy about in it. My coffee is fabulous today, by the way. I don't even know. Maybe it's because I complained about coffee yesterday. I don't know. Not sure. Okay, so we've got that fixed, I feel. I pulled out my cyber deck and began to set it up. Loading the programs I thought, okay, loading the programs I thought I would want quicker access to. That's just a rewording thing. I'm not going to mess with that right now. We'll reword. All the rewording stuff is next revision. And honestly, we're not changing any facts or any details in the next revision. We're just dealing with trying to make it sound better. Um, did they have any issues with viruses? Oh, wait, what? Did we have somebody else working on this all at all? How do we have this? Did they have any issues with viruses? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I feel there's something missing between these two sentences. I pulled out, okay, so we go from this, and I don't believe he mentions anywhere that they've tried to mess with it. No. Okay, so at this point, here's what I'm gonna have to say. That's what I think too, is the coffee gods are being generous today. I feel that we have something missing between here and here, and I'm not sure what it is. But all of a sudden, we go from here to I pulled out my cyber deck and began to set it up, setting it up. Do I want setting it up or set it up? Began to set it up. That's just wording. Loading the programs I thought I would need. I'd want quicker access to. This is a single sentence right here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Kicking this down here. I'm grabbing this here. We're going to see if we can get this all to make sense together, by the way, too. I pulled out my cyber deck and began to set it up, loading the programs I thought I would want quicker access to. I wondered why a corporation would not be using their own assets to retrieve the data file, but this was too good of an opportunity to ruin it with unneeded questions. Okay, this is way too long. Hold on, let me figure this out. Needs chopped up. I wondered why a corporation was not using their own assets to retrieve the data file. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Let me go over. I pulled out my cyber deck and began to set it up, loading the programs I thought I would want quicker access to. I wondered why a corporation would not be using their own assets to retrieve the data file, but this was too good of an opportunity to ruin with unneeded questions. Maybe this was an off-books project, one that was not actually authorized or known about throughout the corporation. Okay, so then we're going to grab this. Okay, we're going to change that. That's what's planned, right? Okay, do you know of any issues with viruses or other security programs or protocols I might need to know about in advance? Akio has. Oh, see, we need. Okay, boom. I think we got it fixed, guys. Let's see this. I pulled out my cyberdeck and began to set it up, loading the programs I thought I would need. Wait. I thought I would want quicker access to, or I thought I would need quicker access. Loading the programs I wanted quicker access to. I pulled out my cyberdeck and began to set it up, loading the programs I wanted quicker access to. See, that sounds much better. I wondered why a corporation would not be using their own assets to retrieve the data file, but this was too good of an opportunity to ruin with unneeded questions. Maybe this was an off-books project, one that was not actually authorized or known about throughout the corporation. I thought this might be a good time to ask. Do you know of any issues with viruses or other security protocols that I might need to know about in advance? Akio hesitated for a brief second before saying, Sam, they noticed some resistance in retrieving the files. Some of it was barriers, some of it was barriers, and some of it was an active system hiding files. It seemed the AI really need the. Dun, 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 dun. Do we want to put consciousness or just leave it like that? Hey, thank you very much. It'll be more than that once we pop it and publish it and stuff. Just thank God. But yeah, now this is going well and it's getting bigger all the time, so it'll be easy to just be like click. Okay, it seems the AI was still present in some manner. Our head technopath swore that there was some residual presence of the owner. Ooh. What do we think? I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I think something needs there, but really this would be just a hey, how we're wording it type thing. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Okay, I inquired. You said that your lead technopath thought that the owner's presence was still in the system somehow. It might help to know who it belonged to. See, I agree there. Akio replied. See, we'll click this. Akio replied, like you, Eric was a strong technopath. Eric worked as an assistant to one of our lead scientists, Dr. Kerr. And I think I'm saying that right, but who knows? Kerr. I don't know how to say that actually. I've never known somebody with this last name, so I'm probably butchering it. So if anybody actually knows how to, well, you guys can't talk in my chat, so I guess that's not going to help. Oh well, we'll just move forward. After Dr. Kerr was taken prisoner, oh, you know what? I feel that this is not what I how I want it. I inquired. You said that your lead technopath thought that the owner's presence was still in the system somehow. It might help to know who it belonged to. Akio replied, like you, Eric was a very strong technopath. Eric worked as the assistant to one of our lead scientists, Dr. Kern. After Dr. Kern was taken prisoner. Yeah, see, we need something in there. We can't just be like, he worked for Dr. Kerr after Kerr was talking. I don't know. Let's see. She was taken to a stasis for stasis. She was taken for stasis. That's not correct. Okay, so we're going to rewrite some of this because honestly, I think you guys see why. Okay. Okay, Eric was a very strong technopath. Eric worked as the assistant to one of our lead scientists, Dr. Kerr. Okay, I don't use in which very. Okay. Okay. I inquired. You said that your lead technopath thought that the owner's presence was still in the system somehow. It might help to know who it belonged to. Akio replied, like you, Eric was a very strong technopath. Eric worked as the assistant to one of our lead scientists, Dr. Kern, in which, do we need that? In which Eric and Dr. Kern. Hold on, guys, I'm sorry. Saccharin's virus. Dr. Kern was taken prisoner. Okay. Dr. Khan was taken prisoners and sentenced to death. Okay. Dr. Kern was taken prisoner and sentenced to death, but was being kept in stasis aboard a prison hulk owned by Green Tech. Eric's. Okay. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Glee Tech, not Green Tech, guys. Glee Tech. That's not. I don't know why I changed it to Glee Tech or Green Tech or whatever right there, but no. Okay, where are we at? Eric spent years working to find where Dr. Kern was being held. He managed to infiltrate, earning a position as a ship officer. I don't really feel it'd be that easy to infiltrate places in the future, just for record. Just yeah. We know he got aboard the ship, but we have no idea where the ship is or what happened to Dr. Karn or what happened to it. Okay, Dr. Karn was not just one of our most brilliant scientists. She is a ver Vamritech? Is that what I called it? Vamritech? Okay, we'll go along with that. Whatever. Dr. Karn was not just one of our most. That I don't like. Dr. Khan was not just one of our most brilliant scientists. Hold on, guys. Okay, on top of being one of our most brilliant scientists, okay, on top of being one of our most brilliant scientists, Dr. Kern is a uh, Vamratech shareholder. Jesus. Vamratech. Okay. On top of being one of our most brilliant scientists, Dr. Kern is a Vamratech shareholder. Okay. So that's good. I was more curious with each moment. What data file or information am I looking for? Okay. I was more curious with each moment. What data file or information am I looking for? I asked. Akio had a serious look as he said, We need to know the location of the prison hook. It seems Eric did something to the crew members, then scuttled the prison hook somewhere before leaving. Leaving on one of the small transport ships. Let's leave it in there, whatever. His remains were only recently found on one of the planets that was being reclaimed. He died during he died during the when the horse came to it. Oh my god, let me fix this crap. His remains were only recently found on one of the planets being reclaimed. Okay. He died. Oh my gosh. That could definitely be better. I'm trying to look over what we have here. Um, he died when the horse came to it. That part I'm not loving. So that's wording. We'll deal with that on the next revision. We're already in chapter 4, guys. See how this works? Let's bust this baby out. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's not there. Uh, I'll fix that later. Okay, I watched as Akio cautiously reached into the metal box and picked up the small AI system. I was flooded with anticipation as he laid it into my hands. The technology was a work of art. I started working to establish a near field connection to the device, running a variety of data link programs. Finally, I started getting an interface, and the AI system itself began unexpectedly providing the missing code for the linking program. And I'm going to leave that like that. I think that that's good. This made me more nervous about what was this made me more nervous about what I was dealing with. But at this point my curiosity was in full swing. Okay, I'm going to go in. This might take a bit. I said as I began to initiate a mental link. Okay, I almost said I thought I had metal link there for a second. I'm like, what the crap? I said as I began to initiate a mental link to the AI device through my deck. Entering into the cyberscape of an advanced system was always different. The virtual landscape was a generated version of the environment, mostly alien with small connections to the real world, usually created by the programmer. In this case, I assumed it had been handcrafted by the owner. This one was strange in many ways, and the feeling I was not alone was ever present. See, I'm happy with all this so far. I was able to find a mix of memory files faster than I was able to find a mix of memory files faster than I expected, but it was as if they had all been laid out for me to find with ease. The first memory file I found of the stasis prisons were jumbled, but the amount of information attempting to move around within the AI. Wait. Okay, because of the amount of information. Okay, that makes sense then. The amount of data and the processing was beyond the connection, and I was able to generate using my technopathic abilities and my deck. I quickly reconfigured a much more focused data search program, allowing me to move forward. I experienced the daily visits Eric had been making to one of the prisoners, Dr. Amelia Kern. Eric would go to the stasis chamber Amelia was imprisoned in and linked almost daily. Most virtual prison environments were created as horrible places, as part of the punishment. Eric had reconstructed the virtual environment to be more like a planet side paradise than a prison environment often used as punishment. I realized quickly that this was the person the corporation was looking to find. I watched as more and more data flowed by with no control over it. I was unable to grasp what it was. I explored further into the system trying to find the memory files of the day around the event where Eric dealt with the ship's crew and scuttled the ship. Pushing forward further into the constructed reality, I began to see a pattern to the way the data appeared to be stored, and was able to find the right data file. Eric put on a spacesuit, then established a connection to the main systems aboard the prison hulk. From there, he forced himself into the security and life support systems, overriding the safeties that were in place. Section by section, he had shut them down, killing most of the crew. I think I could just say killing the crew, but whatever. We'll say most of the crew for right now. Eric then had the ship security reboot robots. I'm sorry, reboot. Security robots hunt down the remaining survivors. After that, he restored power to the bridge and control systems. Eric had flown the prison hulk to an abandoned deep space mining station. He then made his way, escorted by security robots, to one of the station's docking bays and boarded a transport shuttle. I think it may have been his memories. Wait, I think it may have been his memories of putting in the data, or maybe some astronavigation he may have looked at, but I knew where it was now. I think that's supposed to be the Trentari system, correct? I think it is the Trentari system, guys. I don't have it in here. Is the Trentari system a big enough thing to care if it's in here? And honestly, I really thought it was Trentari system, not Tretari system. Tretari system. Why do I think it's the Trentari system? Hmm. I'm just trying to see if when we say that system again. And I'm not seeing it. Do you guys see Trentari somewhere? No. Okay, there's a good chance that I change the name to Trentari later on, but who knows? I feel that that needs fixed. Okay, we just. Um, dun, 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 dun. Mm. Okay, so let's go with this. Coming out of the cyber link, I'm going to leave that as cyber link because I think I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Maybe I need to make that a word. Took longer than normal, but I was finally out and with all the information I needed. Hey, you okay? You were in there a lot longer than I expected, said Akio. Mm, okay. Coming out of the cyberlink took longer than normal, but I was finally out with all the information I needed. As my eyes focused, I could see the visible concern on everybody's face. Hey, you okay? You were in there a lot longer than I expected, said Akio. I looked at the deck's time log. It had been 6 hours, and my withdrawals backed that up. Okay, that I feel that's good. I was not sure where the time had gone, but I knew I needed more time to explore that AI. I wanted a direct connection and was almost sure if I gave them just the right amount of information, I could get it. Phil, I'm going to leave that even though I don't think that's perfect. I looked at Akio saying I was able to get most of the information you wanted, but some of the information would be easier to get if I had a direct connection. I was able to find. Wait. See, how do we want to do this? It is a lot to keep track of, honestly, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like this right here, keeping track of some of the stuff is really helpful. It like literally, I really appreciate this codex thing. I need to use it better, but yeah, this is a really good experience, though. I'm gonna just tell you guys, like, the things that are hard about it are not exactly what I would have expected, and in all honesty, just learned some really fascinating things, like words I use more than I thought I used, like, I don't know, just interesting things that I wouldn't have realized I was going to learn by attempting to write a book all of a sudden. Okay, coming out of the cyberlink took a lot longer than normal, but I was finally out and with all the information that was needed. As I focused my eyes, wait, my eyes, as my eyes focused, I could see the visible concern on everybody's face. Hey, you okay? You were in there a lot longer than I expected, said Akio. I looked at the deck's time log. It had been 6 hours and my withdrawals backed that up. I was not sure where the time had gone, but I knew I needed a lot more time. Wait, I knew I needed more time to explore that AI. I wanted a direct connection and was almost sure if I gave them just the right amount of information, I could get it. I looked at Akio and said, saying, I was able to get most of the information you wanted, but some of the information would be easier to get if I had a direct connection. I was able to find the records of what happened to the crew and have seen the system where they are parked the prison. Well, do I want to call it parked? Seen the system where they parked the prison hook. But without a direct link, it could take weeks to find the location. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually leave that like that till next round because that's just wording. Akio looked concerned and sat there weighing what I had said before saying, Sam, that AI is highly valuable, but the information I want is more important to me. If I have a doctor here tomorrow, wait, okay, I think we've got this. If, ooh, if I, if I have a doctor set up for tomorrow, would you take the implant as part of your payment? I want that information. So this is just a wording issue right there. So we're gonna move forward. This doesn't make any sense right here. Okay, Sam, great job. If you would transfer the information you were able to gain to my drone deck, I will make sure you're taken care of along with the rest once we have the location. Oh, guys, what did we do here? This is a mess. This is some of the information that should be up there with some of the. What the crap? What the crap did we do here, guys? Well, what did I do? You guys didn't do it. You guys are being good and behaved and stuff. I'm the one making chaos over here. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out. We've got this paragraph and this paragraph partially having redundant information, partially having information temporally out of order. Okay. Um, copy this. Okay. I've got a mess here, you guys. I've got a crap mess here. I've got to figure out how to fix this. Okay. I knew I needed more time to explore that AI. I wanted a direct connection and was almost sure if I gave them just the right amount of information, I could get it. I looked at Akio saying, I was able to get most of the information you wanted, but some of the information would be easier to get if I had a direct connection. I was able to find the records of what happened to the crew and have seen the system where they parked, or where he parked, the prison Hulk. Without a direct link, it could take weeks to find the location. Okay, that's true, and I'm okay with that. Akio looked concerned. Oh, guys. What have I done here? I gotta order this out, figure it out better. Let's let's do this. I almost want to just frickin' write down the bullet points of this and rewrite it almost on this just this section, not everything, just so you guys know. Maybe we have too much stuff here. Maybe I don't even need it all. Okay, so let's separate this out. We just got logged out of Novelcrafter somehow. I don't know how we just got logged out there. Okay, we got back in. Good. I'm not capable of dealing with too much weirdness in the I don't even know. It looked like some programs had shut down though in the background because I didn't see Twitch there or stuff. So I'm not really sure why stuff shut down back there, but well, we'll just deal with that later on. Okay, Akio looked concerned and sat there weighing what I had said. Okay, let's click this down here. Mm, okay, I have. Wait, let's see. Akio looked concerned and sat there weighing what I had said. Think I just dropped this in the wrong spot. I did. I was able to find the records of what happened to the crew and have seen the system where he parked the prison hook. But without a direct link, it could take weeks to find the location. Okay, Sam, if you would transfer the information you were able to gain to my deck, I will make sure you get taken care of. I'll, I'm just trying to figure out what the crap we do here, right? I hope you're having a great day. Okay, let's look at what happens. Sam, if you would transfer, I'm not liking this at all, honestly, guys. I looked at Accio, saying I was able to get most of the information you wanted, but some of the information would be easier to get if I had a direct connection. Why am I hating this whole section right here, guys? I've created a freaking mess. I'm gonna just be honest. Let's figure out how we fix this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm freaking not trying to yawn at ya. Okay. Sam, if you would transfer the information you were able to gain to my deck, I will make sure you get taken care of. Not at all how I'm liking this, guys. Hey, Iverson, how you doing today? Oh my God, I needed to stretch so bad. Oh, that felt so good. It's not even funny. Hmm. Okay, so right here. Dun, 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 dun. That looks like we need to. No, we don't need to break that. Just kind of trying to see what we're looking at ahead of us. I feel I'm missing something in here, you guys. I thought we had a whole. Okay, well, not even sure. Let's just finish through this. Okay, let me write up some stuff. I'm going to need a sentence in here anyway. Sam, if you would transfer the information you were able to gain to my deck, I will make sure you get taken care of. Is there anything you think we can do to retrieve the location data? Mm, okay, I think I've got it, but not perfect. Okay, so let's not try to pretend this is perfect at this point. We're just, hey, we've got some stuff. Okay. Holy crap. Dangers attached. Attached, not attacked. Okay. I feel that we have it. I gotta check this checking. Well, let's hope it's working because my little symbol down here isn't popping up to make it where I can check to check. I don't even know what to do then. We'll just move forward. Okay, so Akio looked concerned and sat there weighing what I had said before saying, Sam, Sam, that AI is highly valuable, but the information I want is more important to me. If I have a doctor set up for tomorrow, would you take the implant as part of your payment? I want that information. I feel that that's good. Boom, boom, boom. I transferred the information on the prison hall minus the location. Trag stood up, saying, Sam, you did well. Let me get you what you wanted. Trag transferred the credits to my account and got more than I asked for in Bliss and Amper, almost 3 times as much. I will get a hold of you later to talk. Until then, stay out of trouble and have a blast, said Trag. Honestly, I kind of think that they wouldn't probably want this guy to go off and be wild right before a surgery, but we'll figure out if we're going to fix that later on. I looked at the AI one last time. As I gathered up my stuff up and left back to Zach and Sarah's. It had been longer than I expected before I arrived back at Zach and Sarah's. It was clear they had been waiting for me to get back with some concern. I was able to take a portion of what I had earned to cover everything Zach and Sarah had wanted, plus have a good amount for myself. After everything was broken up, I sat with Zach and Sarah doing some bliss and making small talk. Honestly, that will leave like that. So we're all the way fixed to chapter 5. So see how fast that went once we actually started getting it fixed. So I think this is the same. I think that this is mostly a actual fixed proper chapter right here. And so honestly, I don't want to start a full new chapter this morning. I kind of would rather wait till Wednesday or something and try to actually read back through this and check everything over and stuff. But in all honesty, we're already to chapter 5 on revisions, and at this point, I think that they're going to just get faster and faster. Real quick, I'm going to see what's going on with this stuff. It doesn't look like they left up the thing for me to be able to raid anybody else. And so instead of raiding somebody today, we're just going to end the stream. But I do want to thank you guys all for being freaking amazing. You guys are epic, and I hope you have a great weekend. Peace and very best wishes.